I think local theater is so important, because, well, let me just, I am a pro arts education gal from way back, from basically my years. The study of drama has and theater absolutely saved me from a lot of hard years. Throwing myself into the art saved me from probably a lot more destructive years. And right now, like, for example, I mentor script writing with fifth graders, and I've done that for a number of years. And when you see firsthand how very important art is to young minds, and having a creative outlet, how important it is. So it's our responsibility. I say, it's our responsibility as people that came from the theater and that do theater to help to support keeping it alive. Because can you imagine if the only acting we saw was on television, if the only that the loss of connection we would have, the loss of somewhat of reality that we would face when we don't see actually a human portraying a human live. With reality TV and with all the streaming thing, it's easy to get caught up in the perfectness of what life seemingly looks like. But theater is alive, and it's not perfect. And the most glorious things that happen sometimes are those moments of where you don't know what's going to happen on stage. And so I think it's just very important that we keep this, that this lives on. It has, and it will. And I think we have a little bit of a responsibility in giving of our time to make sure it does.
Small professional theater like ICT, from a purely pragmatic economic point of view, are backbones of the towns that they're in. Long Beach depends on ICT, and ICT depends on Long Beach. They're symbiotic, because people plan an evening to go out to the theater or to the matinee, which involves a valet to park the car, lunch somewhere, childcare, a little shopping that's being done along the way. It involves a whole economy is built around a theater, and a theater becomes a community center in the same way that a church or these kinds of cultural institutions that are important to community. And if you're just going to think with your pocketbook, you want to support the theater because that gives people a reason to get out and spend money in your at your business nearby. So that's why we want these theaters to survive. Yes, and I will add to that. We want them to survive so they can continue to, educate you, Meredith, support the community, Perry, and I think affect people like me who were once corporate people that chose to take a leap of faith by seeing his first, Broadway play, later in my life, compared to when other people saw it. Vanessa Williams and Kiss of the Spider Woman. I'm like, wow, how exciting. Because growing up in the South, you didn't think you could really make a living doing theater. Your parents say, go to school, get a job, make some money. So you major in something that appears to be stability, which was a finance degree. But then you come to realize that companies downsize as well, and they let people go. And that's actually what happened to me and my job. My bank was bought out by another bank. They downsized. They gave us severance packages. So the universe pushes me out. It's like, what are you going to do? Get another job in corporate America? Or are you going to take that leap of faith and do what you were placed here to do? So, but I was affected by community theaters. And so ICT and other community theaters and, regional theaters and small theaters have got to stay alive. They are the backbone of our communities.
I think in the past year, we've really had the opportunity to see how incredibly important the theater is in the fabric of our Southern California community. It's one of the few places where we can come together regardless of our age, race, class, gender orientation, ability, disability, and breathe together, experience story, and come out together a little bit changed, or with at least some new questions about life and our role in it. That making of meaning has seemed especially important to me in this 2020 year in which many of us have faced challenges. And I hope that all of you can come back to International City Theater and to support other Southern California theaters as we return in 2021.
Let me talk a bit about the importance of a subscriber to the theater, not only for the theater, but for the subscriber themselves. Because when you subscribe to a theater for their whole season, of course, you're supporting the theater and you're getting a very good price for that as well. So you're saving money, and you're also, most important, especially the kind of work that International City Theater does. Sometimes you've never heard of the play, you've never heard of the writer, you don't know what you're going to see. But if you've come to a theater company where you trust what they're going to do, it is going to be quality work, and some you'll like more than others, just like a painting, you like this painting more than another in the art museum. But you're opening yourself to new ideas and new experiences, and that's how we grow. And then also that shared journey that you're taking with other people in the audience, where that energy between the actor and the audience, because that's really the basics of theater, is the actor and the audience, that feeds and makes a more enjoyable experience, because we laugh together, we cry together, and then we learn and we grow together. And that's why subscribing to a theater is really important for individuals in your continued growth and education, for all of us, and also for a theater company, because they have a base of support that's going to allow us to take risks and bring in new works or new experiences or relevant plays that we think are important to our growth and our dialogue and for our society. We hope people will subscribe and help us continue to grow. Why should the community, the Southern California community, attend International City Theater season? Because I hope you'll see that it's fun, and it's educational. And those are really important things to me. Personally, I really strongly believe in education. I've taught college for 25 plus years. And it's really gives you a sense of community when you're at the theater and you're sharing an experience like this with others. And we can't do it without an audience. So we certainly want to grow beyond what we're doing now. And that only happens with growing support. And so we hope that people will value and appreciate the kind of work we're doing, and promise you it'll always be quality work. And it's an important investment in the community, in what we do, and in this art form. I am Caryn Desai, the artistic director, producer of International City Theater. And if you'd like more information or to find out about our season of family, friends, fun, and food, or any of the productions, or any of our education programs, please go to our website at www.ictlongbeach.org. Thank you.